Science! And a 1, 2. Woo! Dance. How? Hey kids, Professor Marbles here. Today we're going to be demonstrating hardness of rocks using the Mohs hardness scale using this white streak plate and this black streak plate together. Together, forever.
At the same time.
At the same, well maybe
different minerals.
Different minerals.
I'm gonna test a mineral on this one.
And I could maybe do the same
on that one.
On this one.
And we could do
we'll see what happens.
So within the same hour, but not the same moment.
That's impossible, right? To do it at the same, we can't do it at the same time. Science.
Science. We could try.
Yeah.
In the lab?
In the lab.
To the lab.
To the lab.
Excuse me, what?
All right, so we're back at the lab. We've got some minerals and rocks that we've gathered, and we got our 2 streak plates. Now, I'm gonna show you the Mohs hardness scale. So this goes from 1 to 10.
What's the softest number?
1 is talc. Talc? Talc.
Plan.
Talc.
Talc.
Because there's talcum powder. Talc.
And you know what I'm talking about.
Word become a sound?
What's that called again?
Semantic satiation.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think that's where that derives.
Talc, gypsum, which is, I believe, used in drywall. A fingernail is somewhere between gypsum and calcite.
We all have those.
Some of us do. Somebody
We all
I know.
had them.
It doesn't have one. How cool is that? Science. Copper coin, fluorite, apatite. No thank you, we just had lunch. Knife or glass. Knife or glass? Knife? Okay. Feldspar. Oh, and then a tool steel.
A steel made of.
I feel like a
steel.
A steel tool. Quartz, topaz, corundum, and then diamond. Do you have anything diamond? Do you have anything diamond? Josh, diamond? Nothing? No?
No.
The wife might. We could maybe. Maybe we could. Do you think we should? What do you, it's the hardest thing. What's it gonna do?
Destroy your marriage. I don't know.
You got a point. All right, cool. Well, let's start. Okay, so if we think, sorry, that was, viewers, I apologize. That's talc. What do we think this is?
A rock.
You're not wrong.
That's quartz.
Maybe quartz. So the idea behind these is you scratch the plate, and if it does streak on this plate, which is made out of
What are you doing with your face?
tile, like it's like a ceramic tile. The harder it is, as the scale goes down, the higher the number, it will streak less. Let's start with this one that we believe to be talc.
Aces. Oh, heck, I did it again. I'm stuck.
So I'm just gonna go like this way, and
I mean, I see a little bit.
well, it might not have like scratched, but if you look, there's like, it left like a lot of dust, so it's very brittle. That's a science word, that means soft.
Oh yeah, I know for sure, but
Now let's do this one. I'm gonna do the same thing with this.
Oh,
Wow,
there we go.
it's like chalk. Talc?
Aces.
Do you think there's...
No.
You don't know.
I couldn't. No.
No. Okay, on to the next one. Let's do, here, you wanna pick one?
I'm gonna pick. I might not have had a diamond, but I got some gold.
You want to tell them? I don't mind telling
We gonna see how the gold
Frank gold.
scratches. I'm getting paid well now.
Not by me, that's for sure.
I am coming into the ownership of gold in some way, shape, or form. Let's try it on the black tile.
Here, allow me. Let me do it for you.
Nothing.
I hate to break it to you, but that ain't gold.
What?
But it is sparkly like
Look
gold.
at it. You mean to tell
And
me?
it shimmers like gold.
Sirs, those are pyrites.
No, we're professors, not pyrite.
Yeah, that's our other YouTube.
I think he's telling us. I think he's saying this is fool's gold.
No, look, lab coat. Come on.
We couldn't be though. We wouldn't make a fool of ourselves.
And fool's gold isn't on the list, so nice try.
Yeah.
Get out of here with your nonsense.
But we do have some markings on the white tile.
They're not gold though. So you see how like this is gold, and then if you scratch the thing,
By God,
it's not gold.
that can't be right.
Yeah.
My living room is full of this. I need to make a phone call.
Do you need a place to stay?
Do you need any gold that's not gold? I've got tons of gold that's not gold.
I don't even need this.
That was gonna get me out of the experiment business and into the gold business, and now I can't do neither.
You going back to the bathtub?
I need a moment, okay? And I know you can't hear me, but I know Josh can. It's just, you can't, I'm not gonna show you. Don't let them see you cry. It's okay. Just have your moment back here.
Sprinkles, I drew a picture of you in the bathtub with the fool's gold, so it's not completely worthless.
You know what, that is quite the sign of friendship that I would not trade for anything.
Yeah.
Even tons and tons and tons, and not figurative, literal tons of fool's
Actual
gold
metric tons.
in my living room right now. I would not trade that for unless you wanted to trade. I wouldn't though. I'd be remiss if I did not join you again in the experiment business.
Yeah, since this might be our last experiment because you have to go and file bankruptcy.
I declare bankruptcy!
Let's go through the rest of these. What else you got in the
A
bag?
copper coin.
It's kind of a color. You can see that shimmer, a little shimmer in the thing.
Woo! So I see how it is leaving lines, but the lines are not as prominent as the talc lines were.
The talc left by a residue. This isn't necessarily. Hey, heads up!
Lucky penny.
Like if we were to look at this under a microscope, we would see parts of this is now missing and is on there. What else you got in that little bag?
Let's try a nail.
That almost looks like a pencil, you know, like a regular graphite pencil.
You nailed that.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
I did.
What else we got?
We got some quartz.
Because this is harder than the steel, this is making a bigger scratch than the steel would, so it will, like if the steel...
Instead of it being scratched by the tile, if we zoomed in on that, nothing would be missing because it's actually scratching that.
Yes.
You can see little grooves in the tile from that.
Yes.
It's considered vice versa.
Exactly.
I understand what you were putting down.
Hive mind.
Hive mind. Hive mind.
I'd say these creatures are trying to communicate with us.
What's the next one we got?
This one, you know, I'm not quite sure. It's very soft, actually.
Yeah.
I feel that one.
It feels very light too.
I'm gonna say it's probably maybe a fluorite or maybe a calcite.
I was gonna say a calcite. Yeah.
Oh wow.
I mean, compared to even just the sound.
Oh yeah. We'll leave anything on the darker tile. Oh. That's got to be a calcite.
This might be softer than, I mean, the talc didn't even leave something like that. This almost feels
like a crayon.
Yeah, I was gonna say like
It's got that waxy feel to it.
Science fact, you can use the Mohs hardness scale to identify a rock. So if we didn't know what this was, but we do because we're scientists and we're wearing lab coats, because we know stuff. You could use the scale to determine, well, if it's harder than this rock or softer than this rock, then it's gotta be something in between here and here, and narrow it down to figure out what type of rock you got. Science.
Minerals. We got one more here. I don't think we did this one.
I don't think so. That's a pretty color. Ah, based on that sound, it already just kind of, I'm not sure I'm seeing much of a streak, but I am seeing like a residue that is up behind.
I would say that residue is the tile
and not the rock. Yeah.
The rock is hotter than the tile.
I agree. I think if we had a mass spectrometer, you could tell like what this dust is. If this dust is the same as like chemical makeup as this rock or as the tile, so you could know who's scratching what. Is the tile scratching the rock or is the rock scratching the tile?
Nope.
I can see a little, look at that.
Yeah. This one, that's quite neato, I must say. Neato.
Neato, indeed.
Pretty neato, huh?
That was interesting for sure, for rocks. I think we've learned a lot in terms of the Mohs hardness scale. Kids, don't be afraid to play with rocks. Don't throw them. Learn as much as you can. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Remember to always look for the science around you, and we'll see you in the next experiment.
All right.
What you got? Oh, wow.
Like a little robin's egg.
Well, this one, robins
Lay eggs.
blue?
They are a bird.
Isn't it blue?
I think it can be whatever color you want.